So I'm here in Tip, and I made a video outside, so you can have a look at our other videos as well. But I'm in this house. It's the reason I want to make a quick video is because it's quite an interesting project. So I'm here with Anthony, and he's doing a self build. So, but we're obviously doing the heating here. And again, nothing serious. I just want to maybe just have a quick chat with Anthony about, because obviously we're selling the product and we're promoting the benefits of infrared, but it's also good to hear from the customer's point of view, maybe why they chose infrared over the other options that are, the likes of the heat pump, the electric wall heaters, and why they look at an alternative. So, Anthony, nothing hectic, as I said, but, people always ask me the same questions about, if infrared is so good, why isn't it more popular? And that's a different conversation. But maybe just give us the reasons maybe why. And we were having a chat just a minute ago, and I said I'd put on the video. Why did you go down the road of infrared, or compared to the likes of the other options that are available to you?
So yeah, as I was saying, you're spending 20,000-30,000 on insulation in a house. I can't figure out why you also have to turn around in and spend another 25,000-30,000 on a heating system that has to be on 24/7. So what I'm looking for is I'm going to insulate my house to the highest standard, and then all I need then is a small amount of heat.
Yeah.
But you still need this heat on demand, but a little amount of it.
Yeah, and we would promote that as well. Insulation is very, very important, and we've made different videos of houses that maybe you can't insulate, and infrared is still a good option. But in a new house being built, we would always promote using as much insulation as you can. So what have you done here with your insulation?
So we have a 150mm cavity with 100mm of the K7 Kingspan insulation within the cavity. All the window sills are passive sills from Yall, so they're an insulation with a resin window sill, so you don't have the cold bridge at that point. All the thresholds and the doors and the low windows downstairs, they're all insulated thresholds as well, so you don't have that cold bridge. And then on all the external walls internally, then I have 40mm of a wood fibre board, which is it doesn't prevent the heat, so it's a thermal mass, so you still get the use of your internal block work to hold the heat.
You go on first there. So this is the first room that's been done.
So you have your cavity here. This is your cavity closure, triple glazed window. You have your insulated sill outside this. So then you have your 40mm of your fiberboard, and then that's just plastered with a breathable plaster. So what that means is that your heat will absorb into this. You then have your store. Your Kingspan prevents the heat going out. It prevents the cold from coming in. So over time, then when you have your heating going constantly or for a long time, this stores in your heat.
Yes.
Now, it's not so much just about the winter, but it's during the summer. Then, if your sun is coming in, if you just have Kingspan on your walls, the sun heats your air, and then it gets too hot. It can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Your air is too hot.
Yeah.
So what this does then is the sun comes into your room. This sucks in your heat. It brings it in as far as here. Then at night time, then the sun goes away. The room cools down. This releases the air back out, the hot air back out. So it just regulates it. So instead of having these dips and troughs of hot, cold, what you have is a steady. It's way more steady temperature within your house. So it's not just it's not just winter. It's the summer.
Summer. Yeah. And we'll have a quick walk through now around the way we're going to look at the heating. But the big thing here is that the panel will radiate the heat, and you'd have two options. You'd have this option, or else you'd have your insulated board or your block wall plastered, and that's fine. The reason Anthony looked at this is because it works. There's more benefits to use this type with the infrared panels because they're working together. This is absorbing the heat and then giving it back to the room. So then the panel is just trickling enough heat into the room. And did you look at the heat pumps option?
Yeah, so I looked at the heat pumps. What I don't like about the heat pumps is that, yeah, great, you're getting this 3-to-1 heat, but you have it on everywhere, 24/7. Let's say you could get 2 good weeks in March. Around Paddy's weekend, you could get sun 17, 18 degrees.
Yeah.
Once you turn off your heating, you say, right, it's getting too hot, I turn off my heating. You could get another month in April that's cold, so you're turning it back on, and
you're always reacting.
Yeah, you're always reacting, but the reaction is a 2 or 3 day event, like, so and then it's the same thing then when it starts getting cold for you to switch it on again. So it just seemed like an expensive outlay.
And then the capital cost.
The capital cost was going up 25,000-30,000 between all your underfloor heating, your boiler, and then there's the horror stories of an undersized unit, an oversized unit.
Yes.
How to get the efficiency right, and at the end of the day, then you're totally relying on electricity to run your house, full stop. Like, so that was the
we would see that a lot as well. People, they price the heat pump, and the heat pump is fine. It's quite popular, but the point here is that there is an alternative. The fact that you have full control, so you can heat rooms you want to heat. If you get a couple of warmer days, like a bright days, well then the controller, the fact that you're controlling each room, that can react very quickly rather than overheating a room and having to open the window because the heat's already in the floor coming up out of the room. We'll finish up. Was there anything else that attracted you to go down this road of infrared over?
So because we're out in the countryside, I have access to ample amount of timber and stuff. I also have a wood burning stove then going downstairs.
Yeah.
The copper cylinder then for the hot water is directly behind it. And then I've, just to take some of the heat away from the stove, I've got radiators in the hallways and the bathrooms.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So basically, it just means I have the option then of, if I want to heat the majority of the house with my timber that I have.
You have a backup.
I have the backup. If I want to heat the water during the winter.
Yeah.
I can use the timber to do it rather than relying on electricity.
Yeah.
And then I'm also putting in the PV panels
as well.
A ground mount outside there.
Okay. To produce electric, yeah.
To produce your electricity for your hot water. The hot water is a big factor too. You need.
Yeah. And we would talk about that. Your infrared heating with your solar panels to heat your hot water, and then the whole thing works together. Anthony has the luxury that he does have timber, so he's putting in a stove. But for a lot of people, even to put that to one side, with what he's doing here, superly well insulating the house using infrared. We believe he will run the system similar cost to what you would heat with a heat pump, the cost to run a heat pump, but with the benefits that it is a 15-year guarantee. There's no hassle, no maintenance. He's in full control. He's not ringing a plumber and coming next week or the week after. And there's no other costs. And it lasts for 35 years. So there's a lot of bonuses with it. So thanks, Anthony, for giving us an insight of what you're doing. So look, this is the property. We've a bit of work to go yet, but overall, each one of these rooms will have an infrared panel. We'll come in here we'll size it up. We've already sized it up, so we're just here just to do a quick survey and just have another look around and tweak things as we need. And then that's it. So for more information, do check out our website, infraredheat.ie, another YouTube channel as well, and other videos. So thanks for watching.